I'm gonna cook some chicken, some baked chicken, and so
Sometimes it's not just you. That no one's constantly asking you where you are, who you're with, what you're doing. They're not doing any of that anymore. And of course, it can be a very confusing and difficult situation for you. Because it's like at one point you have this person there. There remains a presence in your life. And now you are faced with their absence. You don't know the reasons why. You don't understand what is really going on. And of course, that is why I'm here to shed some light on what you may be dealing with. And I can tell you that there are actually only two types of people who narcissists prefer to associate with. The first type, of course, are other fake people just like them. People who are inauthentic, manipulative, deceptive. And they
that's a little too
choose
much
to
like you guys.
team up with these types of people and bond over a target's destruction, mocking them, ridiculing them, humiliating them. That's what they prefer to do. And they feel quite comfortable around people who are just like them.
Oh, really?
Another type of person that they prefer to associate with is someone who is susceptible to their manipulation. Of course, at one point, that was you. At one point, you were susceptible to what they were putting out, what they were trying to get you to believe. At one point, you
It's
were
crazy, and the
susceptible
people
to
that do all
that,
this stuff be your own family.
but you're not susceptible to it anymore.
That's the crazy part about it.
Now it doesn't affect you. Now it no longer phases you. Now you see right through them. Now they can't pull the wool over your eyes.
Incoming voice call from Charlie in Santa.
And this is the reason why you don't hear from the narcissist anymore. Yes, this is why they're no longer talking to you.
They need to go find him something to do.
But a lot of times they won't want you to know.
Okay, how, you know,
But as soon as
I
you
hate
start
what
to
he's
figure
going
out,
through,
you
but
start to realize what's going on,
I just can't,
what they've
you
been
know,
doing for you.
I'm trying to do something right now, and if I don't,
I don't know why they're
I
hitting
would
this
be
much
all
out,
day,
but every American family needs
you
to see
know,
this.
tied
The
up,
government is basically giving me
and
$17,000 to pay for groceries,
and
gas, and rent. It's
really,
actually crazy. All I did to
I
get
feel
mine was
really
go to this
bad
site and let them know I'm under
for
65
what,
years
you
old
know,
and
he
not on
is going
Medicaid,
through,
and I pre-qualified
and
instantly online.
I
And then
really
a few
am,
minutes later, they let me know I qualified for
because
over $17,000 in assistance. I just
the
got my check in the mail, and I can use the funds for any expenses I have. It's covering all my groceries and gas, and even some
a
of
lot
my
of things
rent.
that happen to a
They
lot of
said this
black
enrollment period is
males
ending real soon, though. So
is
if you want to see what they've been doing to
they will
you,
get together, the judicial system,
usually they
and
will immediately sense that, and
basically they will
begin to plot and
go
scheme
against the black
and take
kids and
you
stuff
down, or they will
because
just leave
they
you
don't have lawyer
altogether,
fee,
and you won't
so
hear from them again.
they go and hang them, you know, or they don't, they won't,
The reason why
Incoming voice call from Charlie in Santa
they
Lucia.
won't sink
you're no
them,
longer susceptible,
and
you're no longer validating their false character.
you know,
And of course, that's all they
and
really care about. That's all they're really looking for.
so
They want someone who
so
is
I
going to
will
believe the lies that they tell them.
get back to him.
They want someone who is going to tolerate what they're doing. Someone who will enable their behavior to continue.
Yeah,
What they don't want is someone who's going to continuously confront them, Someone who's going to hold them accountable. Someone who's not going to fall for it anymore. What kind of narcissist wants that? They don't want to deal with that. Narcissists want it easy. But a lot of times they target you because they saw it was easy target.
That's crazy.
We're innocent.
I felt sorry for the narcissist in my life.
I know some of you may not like to admit it, but just look back. There was a time when you believed everything that they said.
Nah,
Everything
I
that they
might
told
wish you
you.
could.
You trusted
You're like,
them.
man, come on.
Confided in them.
When you don't know God, yeah,
Because
you
you
might
truly
fall for that.
believed that
You
they
might
were
fall for
someone
that when
you
you
could trust.
don't know God, but when you got him, baby, you don't be
Believe
falling
that
for
they
that
were
stuff.
someone
Person don't fall for stuff
who
like
had
that when
your
they
best
know God.
interest in
Trust me.
mind.
Because he'll let you know.
And that is why
Anyhow.
you opened up to
Hey,
them.
that's a devil there.
That is why
Yeah,
you
God will
shared
let you
your
know.
secrets and personal information.
But
That is
that's
why
why,
you did that.
you know, a lot of people going through stuff right now for the dirt they do. And they so miserable.
Narcissist was very accommodating of that.
Oh, they be so
Welcomed it into
miserable.
their lives.
People be miserable.
Because that was
And
exactly
then they
what
want to
they
pull you
wanted.
down where they at. I'm like, nah,
Someone who
I
would
ain't
just
coming down there,
blindly
baby.
accept them.
I'm sorry.
Because that's what they're looking for. That unconditional love. Where someone will just take them as they are.
Take me
without
as
trying
I
to change them.
am. I want to
Just let
kill
them be who
you.
they are and do whatever they want to do it.
I want to make you feel like you ain't
And yes, there was a
nothing. So
time when
I
that was you.
can feel like somebody.
And when that was you, there was no problem. There weren't any fights, there weren't any arguments,
Yeah.
there weren't any problems.
My own mama was a
The problems
narcissist.
begin
Good
when
gracious.
you begin to see through them. When you start to disapprove of what they're doing.
Yep.
When you make it known to them that you don't like it.
Yeah.
That
That's
you
true.
think that they should treat you better.
Treat the other people better.
Sometimes it's not just you.
That's where the problem
You're at a
started.
restaurant. You don't like the way that they talk to the waiter.
I started telling that devil.
But you tell them that.
And I
Said
guess
that they should be more polite,
he didn't like it.
respectful. And you
They
can
didn't
see
like
it in
it.
their eyes. It causes a narcissistic injury.
It's an injury.
And then from that point on, they become passive aggressive.
Yeah.
They begin to treat you differently.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not being told what to do.
They won't just tell me what to do.
They don't want you dictating their
That's
actions.
sad, but they want to dictate mine.
And although
Where they do that
that's
at?
not really what you were doing,
Where they do that at?
that is how they see it.
That's the way they see it. Oh,
I mean, all you were trying to do is
wow. That's
trying
what
to
they was
improve
trying
the relationship.
Okay.
Wanted things to be better between you and them, and wanted them to be kinder, more polite, more respectful. And it's not really that you're controlling them. There's really nothing wrong with that. And that is what we should expect from anyone in a civilized society. Of course, they could never give you that. They were always acting out. They were always causing drama and chaos.
So no.
They were always causing disruption.
Yes. My own mama.
Of course, it was only so long that you could put up with that without saying a word.
Yeah, that's true.
At some point, you had to say something about it.
Yep.
At some point, you had to try to correct them.
Yep.
Because it was just going to get worse.
And it did. So I
They
got up
don't
out of
like it when
there.
you do that. They don't want to be told what to do.
No, they won't tell me what to
If you
do.
do have their best interest in mind, they're not going to see it that way.
Yeah, I know, right?
They're not going to look at it like that.
Nah.
They just want to do whatever they want to do.
Sure, right now. He ain't lying.
They want to behave how they want to behave without having to consider how it affects other people.
Yeah.
They don't want to have to care about that.
That's them boys and
They
girls
only
need to be
care about
healed.
themselves.
They gotta be healed.
They never cared about you.
Yeah, that's them boys
They
and them
never cared
girls.
about anyone else.
They gotta be healed.
They may believe that they did. I don't know my own experiences.
That's them boys and them girls.
Incoming voice call from
Baby, stop
Charlie in
calling
Santa
me.
Rosa.
Narcissistic people.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to get off of here because young man trying to reach me. Hey, he want me to stop everything for him. It's like, forget what you got going on. You know,
She would always give
I just wish God to get him out of there because I'm
She would see
tired.
them on the streets.
I'm tired. I'm trying to be a good
And it just
parent.
seems so obvious to me, even at that time.
The more I do, the worse that he
I should
gets.
just reflect in my own qualities and virtues.
The more I be there, the worse that he get. But it's okay.
And then I remember another girl
I just ask God to give me the strength,
first date.
to go out and try to work
Blind man walked into
and
the
stuff
restaurant.
because
And this was so obvious, the way that she did it. She was looking at me, and then she looked at the blind man. He was the restaurant, the glasses and the stick. And then she just made this sad look, this sad expression on her face.
hey
And then she
man,
looked at me. And then she looked back at the blind man again. And then she looked back at me again. And it was just so obvious that this was fake. And it makes me wonder sometimes if maybe they do recognize that we are empathic. That we are kind, compassionate people. And that is how they're able to reflect these virtues back to us when they first meet us. Or maybe they do think that we are liars, we are manipulations, and yet we believe that we are empathic, we recognize that about ourselves. Maybe that's why they reflect this back to us. I'm sure it's not a one size fits all. It could be different with different narcissists. And this is why they don't talk to you anymore. They don't talk to you anymore because you don't see them in the way that they would like to be seen. But there was a time when you used to. And that is when they were talking to you. They were there. But now the narcissist looks at it like, what is the point in talking to you? What's the point in having any conversation at all? What's the point in calling you on the phone?
oh, these are red potatoes.
What's the point in doing any of that? Because you're not going to see me how I want to be seen. You're not going to validate the false character. You're not going to make them feel good about themselves. So that who thinks as though they've never done anything wrong, as though they ever did it, they did all those things to you. They look at it like, what is the point? some narcissists, like the malignant narcissists, they will still talk to you and remain in the relationship because they may use it to hold power over things that they've done even when you're aware of it. Maybe there's not really much that you can do about it. So they may just use it to trick you and make you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
there's really no reason for you to feel bad. You don't feel guilty for being with them. Even then, that's really just shame on them, not you. Of course, as you know, they sow these partners and stuff that they don't like, and assign them to their victims. Because they don't want to have to deal with that themselves. Again, this is just how it is. This is why the narcissist doesn't talk to you anymore. Because you're not validating the illusion. You're not seeing them how they want to be seen.
Oh, that's what it is.
If you were, then they would have kept you around. I mean, why would they stop talking to you if you were doing that? You would have been an excellent source of supply. Just cut off the supply by no longer validating their false self, by confronting them and maybe even threatening to expose them.
Pretty much.
They do not want to feel invalidated.
Definitely ain't lying about that.
They do not want to feel invalidated. They don't want to feel constantly pressured to act right and treat you right.
Hey,
And they don't want to be around someone they feel has the power and ability to expose them. They don't want to be around someone like that. So of course, they're going to avoid you. They're not going to remain around you. They're going to cut you off. They're going to cut communication with you. And also, what they might do, I mean, what you have to understand as well, is that just because they're not talking to you anymore, that doesn't mean that they're not lurking in the shadows, that they're not operating from behind the scenes. Because in a lot of situations, they will be doing that. They will be spying on you. They will be stalking you covertly, and you may not even know about it. They may have tracking devices on your car. There may be spyware on your phone or computer. And there may even be cameras in your home. And I know this might sound quite scary. It's something you need to be aware of. Because these are typical things that narcissists will often do. It's more common than people think. Just do some research on Google or YouTube, and you will see how often this happens. Because they don't like losing control. They want to remain a constant influence in your life. But at the same time, they don't want to get too close to you. If you're no longer validating them, or you're threatening to expose them, So they'll prefer to watch you from afar. They'll monitor you. They will get other people to spy on you. And they may even be plotting and scheming behind the scenes to sabotage your progress in moving on.
Yeah. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work,
They
baby.
don't even care.
Got Jesus, baby. It's
Just
over.
forgotten about you. They don't really care.
It's over, baby.
Even though it may seem that
That's
way,
over.
and they may be acting indifferent towards you, they may still be watching you from behind the scenes and plotting to destroy you.
Exactly.
You have to remember that narcissists are very envious and jealous.
And I pray for them,
They
because,
hold
baby,
grudges, they're very resentful, they can't let things go.
bothering other people. What kind of stuff is that?
They've disappeared for a few months,
If that ain't crazy,
maybe even more than 1 year.
what is crazy?
And then before you know it, whoop,
Bothering somebody for no reason. But I'm talking about no
back in
reason.
your life.
Why? Why?
And they could be taking you to court.
It's crazy.
They could be bringing all of these problems into your life.
I swear.
And it may catch you off guard, it may come unexpected. Because it's like, for all of this time, they weren't even talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even know where they went.
Exactly.
You didn't hear from them for all this time.
Exactly.
You see, because a lot of times, narcissists can hold on to their targets for life. You are the external regulator.
That's a lie.
They're very insecure.
When God set you
But when
free,
they
baby,
feel like
that's
they
it.
have control over you,
Mm-hmm.
they feel like
Don't
they
let
have
nobody
control over
tell somebody
themselves.
tell you somebody got control over you like that. Baby, you crazy.
So they may still be watching you for a very long time, still checking in on you, still observing your life to see if you're healing, and especially to see
I'll
if
put
you're
this on
still
later.
suffering.
I wanted to really put some on there, but
Because that's really the ideal situation when they do come back. After they've not talked to you for a very long time. When they
pomegranate,
come back, they're hoping to still see you in
cheese,
pain.
that's all it is.
They're hoping that you haven't moved on from what you've been through with them. That's really what they're hoping to see.
We're gonna have that all in there. There we go.
They don't want to see
Dinner is
that
ready. It's gonna be ready. I got
things have gotten
chicken,
better for you.
chicken wings, whatever, all that.
They don't
So
want to
yes.
see you being happy without them. When they come back, when they're checking in on you again, they're hoping to see negative things. They're hoping to see that you haven't moved on.
Oh, ain't that sad?
Things have gotten worse for
That's
you.
sad.
That's
That's
really
so
what they're
sad,
hoping to see.
man. That's sad. You be believing people like that? It's like,
The
why?
problem is that
Why you like that? Because they been hurt, that child, that boy that need to be healed. That's all that
If
comes
they do
from.
see that you've moved on and you're happy, when they come back, they're only going to try to sabotage it.
Yeah.
They're not
Exactly.
going to respect it.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to be happy that you've moved on. Remember, narcissists are very envious and jealous.
Yeah,
They
basically.
do not want to see that.
I put my knife in my
They do
pocket. I
not
gotta
want to
have
see
the protection
things
now in my
getting better for you.
pocket. Have my knife, pocket knife.
They hope that you will get worse.
Oh,
That your
wow.
life will fall apart.
Ooh,
That you'll be miserable.
what?
You can't move on because
Ooh.
you're constantly ruminating, constantly
Ooh.
thinking about them and what they did to you.
Ooh. Oh, my God. And I noticed that all the stuff he was
That's what they
doing.
hope for.
Yeah, he did so much. Oh my God, my own brother.
They hope that your life just
Yeah. Anybody be watching this guy
how
here?
I
Do y'all
originally
watch him? He
discovered
got the
about
information
this
when it comes to them
disorder
knocks.
and narcissistic abuse is from searching energy vampires on YouTube.
Hmm.
When I
Wow.
did that, I then found one of Sam Vaknin's videos, which then exposed this this disorder to me. And then I realized what exactly I've been dealing with. So yes, narcissists are energy vampires. They leech off your energy. They have very little energy of their own. They're negative. They operate primarily on negative frequencies, emotional vibrations on the lower scale, such as pride, desire, fear, guilt, shame. And of course, with these emotions, it leads to actions and behaviors where all they're really doing is trying to take away from you. And they want to project their condition onto you by discerning parts of themselves that they don't like and assigning them to you,
Hmm.
so that they can
Dang.
see themselves in a different light and
Oof.
feel better about themselves.
Oh my gosh.
But by doing that, they're automatically
Oh my gosh, that hurts so
operating
bad.
from a false reality with a false character, because that's not how things actually are in reality.
No.
As
That.
I've said before, they hate reality, they hate the truth. They'd rather just remain asleep for the rest of their lives. It's much easier for them. But of course, for them to do that, they need a source of supply. They need someone to validate the false self. And to do that, that requires your energy.
Wow.
They use your energy to validate it. But you're constantly given this energy to avoid because it's a false character. It can't generate its own power or energy from within. They have no inner sense of value because it isn't even real. So because of that, they have to get it from you. And that is why I mentioned
Gosh, that sucks so bad. That hurts me so bad, my family like that.
you can feel them feeding off your energy. So that's my description
I can feel it.
of how they feed off a person's energy. I hope that was helpful, Michelle. Isabel Caputo says, one narc I know tried to put spyware on my phone, didn't work. Yeah, as I said, that's often what they will do. They're very creepy.
My own
They
brother do
have
that
this
to me.
rapist mentality.
I'm the
They'll
only
do
girl.
things to you that you don't want to be done to you. They will try to control you,
Yes, like come
and there will
on.
be no boundaries when you're
What?
dealing with a narcissist. That's typically how you know exactly what you're dealing with.
Oh my gosh.
Because a normal person knows where they end and you begin. With narcissists, they prefer enmeshment. And with their spyware, their tracking devices, their cameras, all of this technology that they abuse, through the use of these devices, they can then garner their. Because remember, they get supplied through your reactions, through your facial expressions, body language, tone of voice, and even just looking in your eyes, your eye movements.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, you
Or
guys. I'll
if
be right back. I
your
gotta go outside real
facial
quick.
muscles are tense, if you're walking walking on eggshells. So of course, they always want to be monitoring you, seeing what you're doing in any given moment, see how you're reacting, see how you're feeling. All of this is giving them energy. It's giving them supply. And they are hooked on you like a drug. They can't get enough of it. They're never satisfied. So of course they want to have as many avenues as they can of gain access to your life, to your mind, your thoughts, feelings, so that they can get as much supply as they can. Because you're like this energy bank, and they're constantly making withdrawals.
I'm back, you guys. As I say, I had to get some meds, stuff my meds, and delivery guy, and
I can see there are a lot
so
of questions
one
and
thing
comments in the
that
live chat.
I noticed, I waited. I'm not doing all that. I just like that ain't got me nowhere. So I'm focusing on God. So I'm, and it's a situation always, that I'm like, nah, I'm trying to live for God. I don't live for man. So I'm not gonna dress, be this, do that, all that. I'm good. I just wish they would understand. I'm good. I'm your sister, brother. I'm your auntie, your niece, your whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. So I don't think black men really realize that, everybody's not, don't care what you think about them. I don't care what no race think about me, none. Well, what God think about me. So
And it may
there
seem
you
like
go.
they don't even care.
Point blank.
Like they've just forgotten about you. They don't really care what you're doing. Even though it may seem that way, they may be acting different towards you. They may still be watching you behind the scenes and plotting to destroy you. You have to remember that narcissists are very envious and jealous. They hold grudges, they're very resentful, they can't let things go. So it may seem that they've disappeared for a few months, maybe even more than 1 year. And then before you know it, here they pop up again. The narcissist is back in your life. And they could be taking you to court. They could be bringing all of these problems into your life.
Yes.
And it
They're
may
weird.
catch you off guard, it may come unexpected. Because it's like, for all of this time, they weren't even talking to you. You didn't even know where they went. You didn't hear from them for all of this time. You see, because a lot of times, narcissists can hold on to their targets for life. You are the external regulator. They're very insecure, but when they feel like they have control over you, they feel like they have control over themselves. So they may still be watching you for a very long time, still checking in on you, still observing your life to see if you're healing, and especially to see if you're still suffering. Because that's really the ideal situation when they do come back, after they've not talked to you for a very long time. When they come back, they're hoping to still see you in pain. They're hoping that you haven't moved on from what you went through with them. That's really what they're hoping to see. They don't want to see that things have gotten better for you. They don't want to see you being happy without them. When they come back, when they're checking in on you again, they're hoping to see negative things. They're hoping to see that you haven't moved on. Things have gotten worse for you.
Wow.
That's really what they're hoping to see. And the problem is that even though you may want to prove them wrong and not give them the satisfaction, even if they do see that you've moved on and you're happy, when they come back, they're only going to try to sabotage it. They're not going to respect it. They're not going to be happy that you've moved on. Remember, narcissists are very envious and jealous. They do not want to see that. They do not want to see things getting better for you. They hoped that you would get worse, that your life would fall apart, that you would be miserable, that you can't move on because you're constantly ruminating, you're constantly thinking about them and what they did to you.
Lord. Really now?
Have you been suffering from the after effects of a car crash? The good news is you're still entitled to a 5 or 6-figure settlement if it happened within the past 2 years. Just click on the link around this video to discover how much you're entitled to. Fill out a free 30-second quiz and you're done. Because if you've had to miss work or been hurt by a motorist in the past 2 years, you may be owed money and you don't even know it. It could be a 5, 6, or even 7-figure settlement. Simply click the link to find out. Over 25,000 accident victims have recovered $15 billion collectively with free case evals without stepping foot in a courtroom, paying excessive legal fees, or having to navigate insurance fraud alone. Even pedestrians, rideshare users, cyclists, and motorcyclists got the justice they deserved. Like Stephen. When Stephen first came to us, he was facing a lot of uncertainties in his life, and he wasn't sure if his case was going to be worth anything. Turns
put that
out,
top on
if
it
he hadn't filed a claim with us,
so I
he
can go
would have
ahead
missed out
and cook the
on over
potatoes. I got that garlic,
$100,000 in settlement from an
pepper,
accident that
I
was
got onions in there,
It's
all that.
possible. No matter what you thought in the past,
So
you get money
anyways,
you're owed, and possibly.
okay, you guys, it's looking good.
That's what they hope for.
It's looking good for your
That's the
sister.
ideal situation for you. And they hope that your life just deteriorates
Coffee.
and continues to get progressively worse for the rest of your life. They don't ever want to see it getting better. If it does get better, then they're just going to find pleasure and satisfaction in bringing you back down again. That's just how it goes with the disorder. Because they are very envious and jealous. They may have said that all of these things are wrong with you, but they never actually wanted you to fix those things and make it better. They never actually wanted you to do that. They have a lot of internal chaos which they project onto the outside world, particularly in their targets, so that they can feel stable and
Here you
secure
guys.
within.
Yeah, y'all go and follow him. He is so good.
The
He
problem
knows
is that
so
if
much
you become
things about
stable and
narcissists.
secure,
Oh my gosh.
they're going to feel out
Narcissist
of control.
survivor.
So then they've got to try to regain that control through you by tearing you back down again.
Yeah.
238 live viewers. If you're finding this
That's
video
it.
helpful,
But that's it though. I ain't going
please hit
back.
that thumbs up
Third,
button
fourth
down
time, I'm
below.
like, Lord Jesus, cut it.
And I'm seeing only
I love
37
my family,
thumbs.
but I don't need that kind of stuff. I don't need
Thank you.
that. People using me to get ahead and get money and stuff and leave me and my kids without using me,
But
come and
yeah,
get me to use me. So
a large part of this
I was like, I
message is to
ain't know
inform
nobody
you
do no stuff like that, but my
that
own
just because they're
brother,
not talking to you, that
my
doesn't
own
mean that
brother,
it's all
mother,
over.
a
That doesn't
whole
mean that
lot of
they've just
situation
forgotten
out on
about
me.
you and they've moved on.
But it's all good.
As I've said before,
It's
they
all
never
good.
move
Because for
on.
Jesus I live and
They
Jesus I
only
die.
pretend to
It
move
is what
on.
it is. Best thing ever happened to me.
Narcissists base their
Narcissist, I
entire
thank God because
identity
God
around
knew all
their
about what I was going
targets.
through. I opened that door. So
So how are they meant to move
I
on?
did that to me. They didn't because they were too weak to
I
do
mean,
it.
some of them might move on if they do
They
find
were too
another
weak,
empath.
you know.
If they find someone who is similar to you. But then we have to remember that
Yeah,
that
anyways,
is
y'all, I'm
very
cooking my
rare.
chicken and all that good
I mean,
stuff,
what are the
roasting
odds that
my
they're going to
my
find another
potatoes and
empath?
baking my chicken. I got that
That's
marinated
highly
garlic
unlikely.
seeds and all good and butter and all that good
Statistics show
stuff.
that only 1
So
to
yes,
2% of the world's
Parmesan cheese,
population
you name it.
are empaths.
It's gonna be so good.
So the odds of them finding another empath are very slim.
I
It's
just
very
realized
unlikely that they're going to ever find out
I had
again.
drunk all my
So
coffee.
of course they're going to keep watching you. Of course they're going to be monitoring you.
The thing about it, you get free in Jesus Christ. That's
They
who
may
set
be
me free. When I was a
stalking,
narcissist, he
harassing you.
cut it.
They may
I'm
put
telling you.
track devices on
To
your
all
car.
that, I'm talking about legions of
They may put
demons,
spyware on
like
your computers and your
thousands and
phone.
thousands of demons, like, you
They
know.
may put cameras in your home and
And
your
I
car.
mean, Grandma taught me to pray, thank God.
They may start smear campaigns
I went through all
and
that
have flying
from my
monkeys
own
watching you
family,
wherever you
from my
go.
own family, man. That was
Because
so
that's how
crazy,
rare you are.
so
It's
crazy.
very difficult for them to find someone else like you. To them, this is like a dream come true.
Wasn't it? That's
To
one
find
time
an
my brother
empath.
would bust out with it. He would bust out with it. He knew
To
I loved
find
him.
someone
I care for him for real.
who
He didn't care about none of that. That man
is
see
more
me, he be
likely
like,
to
and
doubt
it's steady
themselves
the same thing. So this time here, I like, yeah, you
over
might have got a
what is
house. I
being
hope you
said
sell it
or
so you
displayed to
can have
them.
a real life. Cause baby, if you don't, you going down.
Because most people
You
aren't
going
going to do
down,
that.
baby. That demon up in him ain't fixing to let him get away. Like he think that he really got over me.
So
I'm like, I don't know why you think that you did something to me.
that's why they
You didn't do
will
nothing,
maintain
baby.
a
Because
constant
whatever you
presence
felt you
in your
took,
life.
you're gonna have to pay for that.
And
And
they
then you
may
keep
never
running
go
up to me
away.
like, you know, yeah, look what I did.
Even though
No,
right now
you don't
they
even know
seem
no
like
better,
they're not
baby. You've
talking
been
to you anymore.
deceived. You've been deceived.
I mean, as I said earlier,
And he
they
used
want
to
to be
always
around
try to run
people
up on me
who are
like I was
susceptible to
a
their
piece,
manipulation.
you know what I mean, a pussycat.
But even if that's no
I was like,
longer
nigga, I
you,
ain't never was running. You was the one running. So now you
then
want me
they're
to
just
be
going to
running and
see
scared of
you
him.
as their
I'm like,
enemy,
nah, I
their
would fight beating
opponent.
boys up for him.
They're going to turn against you.
But now he
And
want to be like, oh, I won't
they're going to
help
be
you do
spying
nothing. If
on
somebody
you,
want to hurt you or anything, I ain't coming
plotting
in.
to
You know what I
take
mean? I
you
start to say,
down.
baby, you sick. You's a sick poor excuse for a man.
Because
That
that's
thing
typically
is
just what
sick.
happens
And I ask God forgive me for saying that
when the
much, but baby, I don't
empath
want to be
starts to
him.
see through
He
them.
think it's really about that money and stuff. Them narcissists
When you're
worship
no
them
longer
cars and
validating
stuff.
the
Boy, you ought
illusion.
to see them. They be looking at them cars. They be pulling up their house.
That's typically
That's their
just...
gods. I don't got a
Sorry,
fake. I'm
just
over
switched
that.
the
When I was a
camera there by
teenager,
accident.
God broke all that off of me.
That's typically just how it goes.
All that gone. All that
That's
gone,
just how
baby.
it is
All that gone. All that
with
fake.
these larks.
All that need material stuff and different stuff that made like I'm somebody. I'm somebody anyhow because
They
what
are
Jesus did.
predators.
He blew into the dirt, made Adam and
Narcs are
Eve,
like sharks.
made
The only
man
difference
a living
is they're
being.
not as big, they're not as strong.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying.
They really have no
And I
strength
ask
at
God
all.
to
They
forgive
just
me, you know what I'm
rely
saying? I'm not
on
gonna
their
really try
manipulation.
to bash my kin people and stuff,
Whether they're manipulating
not
you
like that,
or
but
they're
whew,
flying monkeys,
I thank God for
get them to do
delivering
their
me
dirty work.
from narcissism. He delivered me from it. Legions of demons was in me. So he can actually
So I would say
heal a
be very
person from
careful.
any illness, any drug addiction,
Even if they're
alcohol,
not talking to
anything.
you
He can do
anymore.
it. God can do that. He did it for me. He can do it for anybody.
They can be
Okay?
unpredictable.
So y'all all have
They
a
may
blessed
come
day.
back when you least expect it.
Jesus is number one.
And you just never know
He'll
what they're
stump the
going to
devil
do.
and all his people. You see what I'm saying? Ain't
They'll
no
always
match to
have some
God.
trick up their
So don't let them
sleeves.
demons out there fool y'all now.
Something you just
Okay, if
didn't
they
even
trying
see
to hurt
coming.
you, call 911 on them. Okay? Do what you
So
gotta
be very
do, but do it the
cautious.
right way. Don't take the law in your own hands. Pray about it. Give it to the Lord, because the Lord
Anyway,
said
I'd like to
He
hear from you
will
in the live
pay
chat.
back. You don't take the law into your hands. You let
Let me
the
know
law
if
do
you
their
have any
job. That's
thoughts
what
or
they
any
get paid for.
questions about what I
Amen.
said.
Amen. Peace. Be good.
I will read them out and then I will respond.